Oh my.
Oh, look, motherfucker.
What's that, Ellie?
Oh, my.
So,
Got that shit on loop, motherfucker.
Ellie's being recorded. It's the 2 Minute Terminator. I'm Ethan McKinley, and this show is go.
I'm Ellie Fitzgerald.
Too late. Shut up.
Watch out for machines, they're unstoppable. Watch out for machines, they will rule the world.
Roll the credits.
No, fuck you. I'm going to say hit music, cunt.
Oh, we're on the wrong side of the credits now, Ellie. It's too late. And there's nothing you can do, whether you do it or not, because I'll just edit it out and put it after the credits anyway.
I know, you're an asshole.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ethan McKinley. I'm the host of 2 Minute Terminator. My co-host, Ellie Fitzgerald, is coming in through the lovely Skype, and I've turned our mic right down, so you can probably barely hear us. So I've probably been talking to myself to this point. We are going from minutes 1 hour and 2 minutes mark to the 1 hour 4 minutes mark, and it essentially starts with the T-1000 getting his gun caught in the gate, and the gelatinous blob that is the T-1000 turd squeezing through the roof of the elevator.
That is one shiny turd.
Yeah.
Can I just say that all of a sudden, I swear Sarah's biceps have like tripled in size when she's in the elevator and she gets the gun out of Arnie's pocket. Arnie's pocket. And she goes and starts shooting up. Her fucking biceps are hench, man.
I see.
I would like to arm wrestle her.
Ellie, we're going to have to
Actually,
click
my
off.
upper body strength's shocking.
Why are you looking down at me? Oh, turn camera off. Sorry,
Because
that's why
my
the signal's
phone is
crap.
on-
Sorry, listeners. This will correct. There we go.
Oh.
So,
Wait. Well, you threw me because Viber came up and all of a sudden I could see going on. Yeah.
well, it'll be better
So,
than
yeah.
Skype, I think. So, well done, Viber, for getting.
Oh no, I really rate Viber, but
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not more popular. I don't know anyone else that uses it apart from my friend that lives in Paris.
Well,
Paris.
start promoting it, I guess. Everyone, Viber, it's better than Skype. You don't have to check via email if they're online already, which is a pain in the ass. Okay, down to business.
And,
I had a bit of an interesting day.
Talk to us about your interesting day, Ethan.
Well, I saw episode 3 of the bastard execution of the new FX show by Kurt Sutter of Sons of Anarchy fame, and saw my
Exciting and
ex-wife
interesting.
and her twin sister having sex with each other in one of the scenes.
And it's probably one of the most awkward kisses I've ever seen in a movie. Like,
I can only assume
It's
I'm
not a
like
movie, but-
in a very small minority of people who've actually had this experience of seeing someone they used to date boning on screen.
boning. Did you actually just say boning?
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to kind of
You
like.
show your age when you say
I didn't
that.
want to make it sound sleazy, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, it looks it.
Well, strangely, I spoke to her like a couple of hours ago. She rang me.
Today?
Yeah. Well, she cut the phone off
Wow.
last night, but
Again, that's 2 nights in a row.
she came back. No, God, trust me on that. This is fucking so far gone. It's unreal. But no, I just asked her about the casting. Apparently, she knew all that stuff was in it. She's like, you don't say no to Kurt Sutter. I was like, I bet you don't. So
Keep
yeah,
going.
that was it. Everyone apparently was very professional. It was a closed set, and that was it. They got it done pretty quick. And apparently it was
was there-
interesting seeing her sister riding the lead actor from True Blood that we used to watch 7 or 8 years ago together, Stephen Moyer.
Were they actually having sex? Was the P in the V?
I didn't actually ask that, but I should have, shouldn't I?
See, that's what I've always... Ethan, I remember when I got off the phone to you earlier, I was just like, actually, I must ask this. Because in movies, do they actually have sex? Because it would be just really easy to just sit on a flaccid penis and just kind of like ride it. But I was wondering if there was actual sexual intercourse in that scene.
I would
And also,
know.
did you ask her if they were like, right, one of the twins has to sit on top and ride this dude, and the other one just has to kiss him? Was there a choice, or were they told
Literally,
strictly,
those
like,
the two best questions you just asked. I forgot to ask.
Oh, Ethan, well,
If
next
she-
time you speak to her, which you will do,
Yeah.
you have to ask those 2 questions.
Well, there's a lot more to
just
the
say to her,
conversation
"My
than that,
common
sadly,
friend
which
would
we
like to
can't.
know."
There's a lot more to the conversation than that we really can't go into, but it didn't end well. Let's just say that. Not from me being upset or anything. I was fine, but she did a kind of like weird, passive-aggressive, slightly dismissive, I can't act normal around you weirdness. Which is
well, that's what happens, Ethan, when you have a Coke can for a dick.
Yeah, I don't think that's the reason, bless you, Ellie, but thanks.
I think you just drive chicks dick crazy. Once they've had the D, that's it. They're fucked.
No. I just think, nothing you can say or do to get normalcy, at least, let alone maintain a friendship, is just sadly not possible. I don't know why, because, nothing out of turn was said, but it's, it's trying to reach someone who literally doesn't care. And I think because our life's taken this fortunate upwards turn now, it's very easy to go, well, that was my other life. He can fuck off.
I'm this new person now.
Yeah, which is a little bit sad, because, anyway. A poignant beginning to the show.
Let's put some sweethearts up your fucking bum. Have you had any Coca-Cola this evening? Have you been chowing down on pound sweets?
I've had a bitter shandy from a can, which has got sugar in it. That was about 4 hours ago. So I'm just literally coasting on
a bitter shandy.
The bittersweet sadness of having that conversation over the phone in the middle of a supermarket.
It was in the supermarket?
Yeah, she rang me while I was out shopping. I was like, "Oh, this is awkward." You trying to have like some fucking odd conversation while people are looking at you, like one thinking.
Why calling you though?
One thinking you, because she weirdly she does this thing where she had to go off the phone yesterday because it was impolite, and she wanted to call back and just go, "Everything's cool, sorry, I had to go off the phone. I'm calling you back." So I just said, "Call me last night." I didn't think she'd actually call me, but she did. And strangely, she went off the phone tonight. And an alarm went off in her room. She went, "That must be production. I've got to go." And then she just sent me this text going, "I've got a 5 a.m. start. I can't call you back." I was like, "Okay." So I don't know, Ellie. I will try and find out, one, if the V went in the D, and of course, was there a vote on who got to ride the pony?
One other question: does she have any other acting scenes, or is it all just fucking?
Well, she's still there filming. She's there constantly, so I'm assuming she's a character. She said she was. It's just this one scene that this happens to introduce the twins.
Oh, okay.
She's not in the next episode. She's in episode... They've got a big thing coming up in episode 5, so that's 2 weeks away from now. The Bastard Executioner, everyone, on FX. Free promotion there for someone who kind of hates me, though we don't know why. Anyway... We are going from minute 62 to 64.
Swiftly on.
Not so swiftly.
Let's get to fucking Terminator.
Let's get to Terminator. Okay.
Do you have any facts you want to kick start with?
I do. Weirdly, they were peppered throughout the last episode, I think, but I don't think they were. There's been some...
Can I do my fact attack gun?
Not yet. I'm just going to say to the listeners, there has been a bit of a foul-up between minutes 30, 31 and 32, where we had this kind of like... alternate timeline, so it fits well with the Terminator franchise. When I was going off the Skynet edition for notes, but we're watching the special edition, so the notes we're kind of going off is for a film that's actually shorter than the thing we're talking about. I've just had an idea though, Ellie.
What's your idea?
We should just download a Skynet version that works and kind of watch that, because we've actually missed a few things of added scenes that we haven't actually discussed, and I've got notes for those scenes which we've had in previous...
fucking balls.
Yeah, so I'll try and get a workable Skynet edition.
Do you know what we could do?
Yeah.
If I keep to my word and I don't fuck around and we do this on the regular and we actually get this finished before the end of the world happens, maybe at some point we could do like a bonus episode where we like look at all the deleted scenes.
Yeah, we'll do that anyway. We did it for Terminator 1. So that's what's happened. So
yeah, but I think there's probably more deleted scenes for T2 though, would there not be?
We did record this yesterday actually, but I actually either the recorder didn't pick it up or I deleted it, but I don't see how I deleted it because there was no thing in my deletion box or anything in my Mac history. However,
deleted.
I digress.
So can I do my pew 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 yet?
You can.
I've been waiting all night. Fact attack. Pew 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 pew.
Right, the T1000, as I've said before in a previous episode, if you heard this before, listeners, I apologise, but it's he's firing a Browning high-powered 9mm taken from the guard. I'm sure listener Spolden's got several of these in his gun rack. And there we go. Now, you mentioned he's the running that he does down the corridor as he's shooting his gun. Remember?
Indeed. I have a question for you, Ethan.
Act surprised. Yes, go.
Right, and this is completely fresh and new. So those elevator doors, would would a gun of that caliber, so it's like a small handgun, would those bullets cause that much damage into the doors of that elevator? Because those things are fucking thick as, and you can actually see like the circles like on the other side, so you can see it from like Arnold Schwarzenegger's perspective, let's say.
Yeah, I'm assuming because it's an elevator door, there's probably like 2 sections to it, like you do on regular elevator doors. So the bullet would have passed through the first doors and made only like that, like.
I thought it'd just like kind of like ricochet off it.
Reverse kind of. God, what do you call it? What those things on the moon? Craters. Those kind of reverse craters on the door.
Crater.
So yeah, no, I imagine that's what the situation is. I mean, movie physics, of course, applies here, as in every film with an elevator door. As soon as Arnold kind of aimed that gun at the Terminator's head and gave him the kind of like split head, because of the proximity of his shotgun to the doors as they closed, they would have reopened anyway.
Yeah, they would have.
Yeah.
Also, with the T1000, do you reckon there's a possibility? Actually, no, it does, because it happens later. I've just answered my own question, so I don't have to sound dumb as fuck. Awesome. Second question. When they're actually in the elevator and the T1000's on the top, like, do you reckon they just had people just stabbing these huge, long, fucking blades through the ceiling?
Yes, they did, Ellie.
They must have.
Yeah. It was basically...
Can you imagine doing that? That'd be so much fucking fun. It's like being a bell ringer, but a little more morbid.
Well, no, because I mean, someone was like, it was obviously quite dangerous anyway. But they did it in they broke it up into very like small pieces, and they choreographed it like a dance. So they knew where things were going to come out, and then he fired off his blank firing gun. It should be made known, which I think I mentioned or maybe deleted. So you're going to hear it for the first time, maybe the second. I didn't listen to the last episode, listeners. But Linda Hamilton actually lost her hearing in this scene. She broke for lunch. Sorry, she went to the bathroom and she took her earplugs out. So when Arnie fired his gun, she popped an eardrum. Fact attack. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, you can't hear it because you're deaf. And the split Terminator head... which is reminds me of The Thing in so many ways. I don't know why. It's called the Source Head, and it's the practical effect, which sadly doesn't jibe well with the kind of head connecting back together, which is an ILM special. It's very hexagonal, the kind of way it gets back together.
I do kind of like the fact, though, that the edges like are still moving and quivering, though. That does look quite cool. What would they have made that out of?
It'd just be like an animatronic armature of silicon rubber, I assume, with little tentacle bits wiggling on the edges. The eyes also blink, if you notice. One nice touch which conveyed, I guess, the intention or the feeling that the T1000 can't form weaponry or guns or bombs or moving parts with chemicals. That the gun, as you mentioned in the episode we deleted, gets stuck in the grate or the gate, the grating of the gate, and he gets stuck and he has to like move his hand.
Move his hand.
See, everyone? Fact.
That was a real elevator, didn't we?
Yeah.
The poo, the fucking... Yeah. That's a special effect, though.
Yeah?
Again, I still think it looks fucking awesome.
No, yeah, it does.
I mean, like, when he walks through the... Because I've seen it now probably 1,000 times. When the T1000 walks through the gate in the very beginning of this 2 minutes...
Oh, yeah, that still looks pretty good.
That it's not... It does, but you can kind of see like the computerized, like not glitches, but they're like these tiny little bits.
Yeah.
Just because I've really kind of studied it and looked at it being really pernickety. But like when the
that's your job on this show.
Poo drops through. Huh?
I said, that's why you're here. That's what the show's all about.
That's why you're here, man. You fucking asshole. Yeah, she really needs to wear a bra, man. Like that, this no bra white vest look is, it's not doing her any favors, is it?
No, no, it's not. Sadly,
No.
but you
But
can't.
she is.
You can't.
Hunch.
You can't define your breasts. That's sadly out of the womb. It's just what you're given. Or wearing,
I know, but
or
like,
dieting,
she's-
growing up, or eating incorrectly, or not exercising, or not wearing a decent bra. That kind of doesn't help either.
No.
No.
No, it does not. Just seen Sarah get shanked by the long spear of death.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if it had actually like gone into her, as opposed to just kind of like scathing her. But hey ho. Also, you know when she shoots at the windscreen of the police car, because he looks. What is this dude in the car, by the way? He's wearing some kind of uniform and there's like a badge. I can't quite tell what.
I've tried to
is
look
he
him
a
up, but I
policeman?
think he's just well, he's a police officer, isn't he? He's in a police car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
How come there's so many police at a fucking hospital?
Well, as our letter stated, what that was written in, cops come and go between like mental institutions quite frequently to either pick up or drop off. So it wouldn't be
Jesus,
unusual
what's his
to.
role though? He is like the weakest looking policeman I've ever seen.
I know. I know.
Do you not think?
Oh yeah.
I know that some crazy woman in white and some dude and some kid are running towards him, but like.
Do you think she shot through the
surely if he's a
windscreen?
policeman, he'd have. I would have thought the bullet would actually go through. If those bullets can fucking go through that elevator door.
Yeah, that's a sheriff's car. When she shot into the windshield, by the way, that's actually like a marble at high power, just chipping out the glass, so they're not actually firing a gun at him through the window.
Oh.
Ah.
Do you not think he would have a gun though?
He would have a gun on him, but if you got someone pointing the gun at you and she's got hands up out of the car, and then he's like disarmed, yeah. That's why the police, when they pull you over in the US, they kind of say put your arms out of the window so you can show you've got no weapon, and they can like cuff you through the glass. By the way, you said the other day, I've mentioned this before, of course, that when he's shooting the T-1000 as he's chasing them towards the elevator, those like silver rose-like appendages appearing on his shirt is the rubber shirt gag again, with those kind of things opening at radio control, like squibs, if you will.
Oh, that's a good word, squibs. No, going back to police, I just wanted to say I saw this ridiculously funny video the other day. And it's it's like American police camera footage, and it's these officers, and they've pulled this kind of truck over, and they're questioning them, and you see the policeman come back to the car, to get their paperwork or to get whatever, and whilst they're doing their bit, all of a sudden you see this dude just fucking put his arm out the window. All of a sudden, this balloon with this little package has just been put out the window, and it just
that was on Ben Newton's Facebook.
Just flies away. Huh?
It was on Ben Newton's Facebook, wasn't it?
I didn't see it on Ben Newton's Facebook. I saw it on someone else's Facebook, but maybe Ben saw it too.
You liar!
I thought that was fucking ingenious. I thought that was awesome. Like, what a way to get rid of your stash.
Everyone carry helium
tie it
around.
to a helium balloon.
Thing is, that balloon was caught on camera, so wouldn't he still be administrable?
Oh yeah, it would be, but that particular person, yeah.
Or what it's like, I don't physically have it on me, despite what you've seen. So kiss my ass.
Yeah. Plus, like, also with shit like that, I mean, it was a very small parcel, so it was probably only personal. So I don't know. It's Percy's.
Depending on the crazy state, that's enough to get you. Depending on the crazy state and, you know, the federalized, creepy prison system they have in America, which is all set up for this very thing.
I find it so nuts how
non-violent drug offenders are put in jail for very little.
Yeah, I find it nuts how it differentiates like between states so like highly. It's fucking nuts, man.
Well, you got state law and federal law. That's why the marijuana kind of like you've got Colorado, which is legal in LA, which is legal for medical marijuana. But at any time, the government can come and just stop your operation, shut your shop down, shoot your dog, and basically like take all your assets and all your savings and stuff.
Misty.
But you know, because state law is overthrown by federal law, so if the feds want to kick in your door, they can, and there's nothing you can do about it. And they can like seizure of your property as well, so they can literally bankrupt and ruin your life. even if you've got a legal,
Jesus
in
Christ.
commas, weed operation in Colorado or LA.
And yet the cops are so fucking corrupt anyway.
What do you say to that, Spaldner?
Assholes.
Your country!
Yeah, what do you say to that, Spaldner? No, I can't ever say. I can't ever.
Without your National Health Service,
that
you have to
way.
pay $700 for an aspirin. Obamacare was good. That's the one thing that does scare me about the US. That's like there's no National Health Service. So many countries have that in Europe, and we have it. It's so like scary to think if you just fell off your motorcycle and you come out with like a $200,000 bill that would literally bankrupt and ruin you for life.
It's going to sound ridiculous, but I've never been to America, and I don't really know a hell of a lot about the country. But just from like you telling me to watch Breaking Bad, you know, people getting cancer, and if you haven't got the money for it, that's it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Not that I think that all the different treatments that you can pay for, like in hospitals, will actually cure cancer. I'm all for the fucking THC oil. I really am. I know personally people that have had cancer that have tried different types of normal kind of treatments, so chemo, radiotherapy, different types of drugs and stuff. And with all that kind of shit, there's always a repercussion. So if you take a drug, there's going to be a side effect to that, and it actually made them so much worse. And it was actually in one of the local papers. This woman, she'd had I think it was bowel cancer, really fucking nasty, and she'd been through absolutely everything. And her husband was beside himself, and he was like, right, fuck this, we've gone to every doctor, we've taken every pill, we've done, you know, she's got no hair, she's got no quality of life, and I'm going to fucking throw it out to the hippies now and just try anything. So he went for like the more holistic route, got this THC oil.
Oh, what?
And, huh?
Sorry, I fell asleep. Go on, sorry, carry on. Jesus Christ, you've got narcolepsy. Yeah, so he got her this THC oil and started treating her with that, and she her cancer is cured, and she's been cancer free for the last 5 years. That was to someone local just down in Dorking. It's fucking nuts. They did like this big article on it because they're trying to like push medicinal marijuana. Mm. So yeah, I'm very much pro for that. Didn't you meet someone that worked for like cancer research? Yeah, there's a girl that I want to get on the show, but she was like adamant none of that stuff works. It's all horseshit. There are different cancers. I believe that, and I probably can't beat every cancer depending on how and what it is or where you catch it. But I think there's so much evidence now. I think the
problem with that is as well, she would have gone to like medical school, and it's taught the way that.
Well, of course, you're indoctrinated into that way of thinking, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, I don't know. Everything. I don't even want to start talking about fucking politics and all that shit because it just makes me angry.
And nor we shouldn't. Anything else you want to add, Ellie? May as well wrap up if you want, as it's a redo of another show that we fucking deleted or didn't record by accident.
As it's a redo. I'm just excited that we're actually getting out of the mental health hospital, and the night Arnie, Linda and Ed are going to be set loose.
Well, we've got an hour and 35 minutes left, I believe. If I can sort out the Skynet edition, which is what we should be going off. I can't believe I did that. I'm such an idiot. Why don't I just go, we'll find an alternative Skynet version that works. Basically, listeners, we couldn't get it to work on Ellie's computer, so she just, for some reason, it wouldn't play in VLC and loop. So we went off the special edition, but now we've hit a point where all the special edition-y bits start to kick in. It's cocking up my timeline and list. So we've had 3 wacky episodes that don't really relate. Anyway, that was episode 32. We'll be back tomorrow with 33, and that should be more fun because we're going to record it right after this because Ellie apparently is having a lesbian girlfriend over for cook dinner and get her drunk, apparently. I don't know.
Oh my god. Hasta la vista.
So thanks for listening, everyone. Do tune in tomorrow. If you want to support the show, you can donate Bitcoin through questionable.com, which is where you can find all my podcasts. And yeah, we'll return. It was a bittersweet episode.
By Arthur and Merlin.
By Arthur and Merlin, my movie on DVD and Blu-ray and iTunes if you're in anywhere around the world. And yeah, the end of a
leave
bit.
A review. Leave a review.
Leave a review. If you'd, you know what, everyone. Here's the thing. Can you please open in iTunes this show and leave a review? It helps us get up in the ranks, and more people will hear about the show, and that's a good thing because then we won't just be doing this for 6 people, me and Ellie included. Thank you for listening. Hasta.
Thank you for listening. Hasta la vista,
A baby. Shut up.